Have you ever been in a conversation where you asked a simple, straightforward question and suddenly the other person exploded? They didn't just dodge the question, they got offended that you even asked it. They flipped the script, made you feel crazy, or accused you of not trusting them. If this sounds familiar, you've probably just encountered a lie in self-defense mode. We spend so much time trying to read body language or look for micro expressions to spot deception. Forget all that complexity. There's a psychological rule of thumb that cuts through the noise. It's this quote: "Truth does not mind being questioned. A lie does not like being challenged." Today, we're going to turn that quote into a practical life hack. It's a test that you can use in your relationships, your career, and most importantly, on yourself. First, let's talk about the defensiveness metric. It's the simplest tool you can use to navigate the world. Whether it's in politics, in your workplace, or in your personal relationships, the reaction to a question often tells you more than the answer itself. That's so important. Let me say it again. The reaction to a question often tells you more than the answer itself. If someone meets your curiosity with anger, they aren't protecting the truth. They're protecting a facade. Let's take a closer look at why the truth stays calm while the lie catches fire. Why is this quote true? It comes down to this. Think of the truth like a mountain. It's just there. It doesn't care if you believe in it. You can yell at it. You can try to dig it up. You can demand it prove its existence. The mountain doesn't get offended. It doesn't need to defend itself because it has reality on its side. When someone is telling the truth, their primary goal is clarity. If you question them, their reaction is usually, "Oh, you don't understand. Let me explain it differently. Let me show you the data." They welcome the flashlight because they have nothing to hide. A lie is different. A lie is a bunker built out of cards. It takes immense mental energy to keep a lie standing. You have to remember what you said the last time. You have to make sure all the pieces fit. When you ask a question designed to test that structure, the liar doesn't hear curiosity. They hear a threat. They know that one wrong poke will make the whole thing collapse. And that fear turns instantly into anger. So, how do we use this as a life hack? You start using the reaction metric. Stop listening so hard to the content of the answer and start watching the emotional reaction to the question. Let's say you're at work. You ask your manager, "Hey, I noticed that the TPS report numbers look different than what we discussed. Can you walk me through why that changed?" The truth says, "That's a good catch. It's complicated. Let's pull up the spreadsheet, and I'll show you where the pivot happened." They might be busy, they might be stressed, but they aren't angry at the question. The lie says, "Why are you always digging for problems? Don't you trust my leadership? I don't have time for this interrogation right now." See the difference? The truth wants to reveal. The lie wants to conceal. If someone meets your calm curiosity with sudden, disproportionate anger or dismissiveness, that is a massive red flag. They aren't protecting their dignity. They are protecting a facade. But here's the hardest part of this video. And if you want real growth, this is where you have to pay attention. We have to apply this to ourselves. Because we lie to ourselves all the time, we build bunkers to protect our egos, our bad habits, and our fears. What are the beliefs in your life that you are terrified to question? A few examples might be, "My relationship is just going through a rough patch. It's fine. I'll start that business when the market is perfect. I'm not procrastinating. I'm just gathering research." You get the picture. When you challenge those statements in your own head, do you get defensive? Do you feel an internal spike of anger or an immediate urge to distract yourself with your phone? The ultimate goal here isn't to become cynical and suspicious of everyone. It's to become secure. When you stand on the truth, you don't need to shout. You don't need to get angry when someone questions you. You can just point to the mountain. Start welcoming the questions from others and from yourself. If it's the truth, it can handle the heat. Today, I'm challenging you to be the person who welcomes the question, because if you're standing on the truth, you'll have nothing to lose. If you can't bear to question your own beliefs, it's probably because deep down, you know they aren't true. Growth happens when you stop defending the bunker and let it collapse so you can build something real on solid ground. I want to hear from you in the comments. What's a time in your life when you realized someone was lying just based on how angry they got when you asked a simple question? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching. Until we meet again, walk in the light, love in the light, and be blessed in the light.